See my mug? I'm going to start the coffee with Classy right now. What a nice place. They give us Keurigs, and all I have to do is say, oh, did I put a McCafe in there? No, I put the Kirkland. Here's my favorite Parks Person coffee. Pacific Bold from Kirkland. And you know, they'll give it to me. They keep their parts girl happy, that's for sure. And then the techs, some of the techs like McCafe. And they'll go and get that. There's 2 different kinds of coffee here. I don't know a shop that does that. If you come in and get your work done, you can also get some coffee. Look, it's getting pretty busy in here. Josh doesn't know I started it. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
We're on Coffee with Classy. Ooh, is that Char's bike?
This is Char's bike.
Cool. Little behind the scenes action. Also, guys, I want to show you the coolest tattoo I've ever seen in my life. Ready, Tennyson? Tennyson has the coolest tattoo.
Which one?
The Barracuda. Well, there's the Harley tattoo. We're all a bunch of coloring books, I think. A Barracuda and a Barracuda fishing for Barracudas. Mopar for life.
Don't get drunk in the hall, Quebec.
Don't get drunk in Quebec. Getting busy. Bikes are going out. There's the shop rattler. Eh? The guys did this over the winter. Where's the... I think the exhaust is made out of a wheel chalk, isn't it?
Exhaust is made out of...
oh, they were having fun. Good morning, everyone.
It's made out of handlebars, a wheel chalk, some scrap steel.
Yeah. This is just the grocery getter, eh? Are we going to rev her? Give her a rev her. Good morning. Long time no see. Hope you... Hey, Gord. Listen to that. Hit the limiter, bud. We're hitting the limiter this morning.
Off the limiter. Get the old poo stuff, eh?
All right. Don't look at my mess. All that part stuff is my mess. This is all the eBay stuff, too. We used to have it all. It's coming, like, going away pretty fast. Don't forget to check the eBay store. Is my coffee done? Here we go. This is my coffee. I think he's still on the phone. Is this boring or what, guys? I'll show you how I open up in the morning. And also, look at all this. Bikes are lined up, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I brought my van. That's why we're late. I'm just kidding. No, maybe it is. Are you ready, Josh? Because we're on. We've been talking. Yeah, I've been sharing secrets with everyone.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Classy. As you can see, the season has started, so we're busy here first thing. Bikes are all lined up out front. Geez, wasn't that a nice week to go riding? Did you get out there, Donna?
No, unfortunately I didn't.
We're like the shoemaker's kids, aren't we? Anyway, this is Donna. This is Donna from Sharp Rider Training. Donna and Randy run a motorcycle course once a month here at Classy Chassis in the parking lot out front. If you've ever been here before, watching them do some funny. I gotta tell you a funny story. The first thing I ever watched you guys do was trail braking, and I looked and I said, "What are they doing?" But anyway, Donna, why don't you tell us a little bit about the course?
Okay, sure.
And it's like, yeah, I guess there's a loaded question. I guess. Who would you recommend should take this course?
Everybody.
Perfect.
Absolutely everybody. It is great for new riders. It's great for returning riders. It's great for riders with 20 years experience. It's great for riders with 2 years experience. We teach 2 different types of classes. So we have the intermediate class, which is slow speed riding. Mm-hmm. So when you buy that heavy bike and you switch from a lighter bike to a heavier bike, we want to make sure that you're comfortable with it when you're at stop signs or stop lights or having a slow turn, left, right, or turn through the intersection. And that's what the slow speed manageability is all about. So we teach that and focus on that in the intermediate. And again, I want to stress, I've been in the business for 24 years. I've met a lot of riders, and I'm one of them. And we all, as motorcycle riders, we all have a certain amount of ego to us. We've been riding for so long, or we get very comfortable.
What are you talking about?
And it's a matter of breaking down the ego. So just get rid of the ego, put it aside, and come learn a new technique that might make a difference when, you know, approaching a stop sign or going through an intersection. And then we have the advanced course. And the advanced course focuses on street speed cornering. And I mean, up here, you guys got some amazing roads, not so much where I live, so I have to travel here. But these are where some of the really experienced riders get into problems, especially at the very beginning of the season. Because motorcycle riding is a perishable skill. So as we sit on our couches for, you know, 4 to 6 months, depending on when the snow started, we tend to, for our body, our muscles and our mind tend to forget all of the things that they need to do to keep us safe on the motorcycle. So having a refresher course at the very beginning of the season is absolutely essential. Whether you come and take my course or go take somebody else's, as riders, we should all take some kind of refresher course at the beginning of every season so that we can avoid any riders down.
Right. Now, you're with Sharp Rider Training.
Correct.
And now tell us a little bit about, because we see this time of year where we get some groups get together and they say, hey, let's get together in a parking lot and we're all work on our slow speed skills and things like that. Just tell us a little bit about the training that you actually have to go through in order to be certified in the actual courses you do.
So in order for us to teach the Total Control training program, which is by the Total Control book created by Lee Parks, we have to go through a 7-day intense instructor training level program. There are 12 to 14-hour days. We have to do all of the exercises that we're teaching you, but not only do we have to be able to perform them, we have to perform them incorrectly as well, because we show you the correct and the incorrect based on utilizing our techniques. And Sharp Rider is the only company in Canada that is licensed to teach the Total Control curriculum. And I believe that my riders in Ontario deserve the very best. So while the mandate from Total Control head office is that their instructors recertify every 2 years, myself and Randy, weather permitting, and once we get out of all the pandemic stuff, we go down every year and recertify for the full 7 days. So we redo the instructor training course right from the ground up every single year to make sure that we're here to be the best that we can be to help keep the riders in Ontario safe.
We were just talking that she actually is the hardest working lady in the motorcycle business. She did every show this year. She travels, because you're not from around here. You're from the Barrie area?
I live in Innisfil, just south of
Innisfil,
Barrie.
yeah. So just south of Barrie. So she comes up here just because we're so fantastic, and our parking lot works really well for us. So they're up here once a month. And do you have courses any other places, or?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
We've got a second facility that we're teaching at this season out in Trenton.
Right on.
So we managed to get out that way to try and get some of the east side guys, I guess, out towards Kingston and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so when the first course, is there still space available in that, or is that one all filled up?
Actually, May 7th is going to be our first course here, so that is open to any Sharp Rider returning riders. So if you've taken any one of the courses with Sharp Rider, you're welcome to come and join us on May the 7th for a skills day. So we've done the classroom with you, we've done the theory with you. It's all about being in the parking lot and just practicing those riding techniques and really honing in and removing some of those bad habits that you might have picked up or some of the things you forgot over the winter. And then we're back here again on the 14th. And we're doing the intermediate and the advanced. Advanced is on the Saturday, intermediate's on the Sunday, and I'm very pleased to say both those days are sold out.
Woo! Ring the bell. So,
Yes.
so basically, the first course is going to be in June that you can get signed up.
We've still got some spots available.
Some spots in June. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Now, so for riders getting ready for the spring season, do you have any tips for getting their bike ready and making sure it's gone over and all that good stuff? Besides bringing it in here for a spring checkup, what do you think that that guy who sees that, a guy and girl who sees that nice first sunny day, what they should have a look on their bike before they go
Absolutely check your tire pressure. Make sure you check your tires themselves. Make sure they haven't started to harden or you've got high traction on them. When it comes to the maintenance type of things, though, I leave that to Randy, and I let Randy do it because he's the mechanic. So if we can get Randy to come on over.
Hi, Randy. Randy's over there shopping. And Haley, you've taken the course as well, too. What did you think of the course?
I still keep the methods that you taught me with me every day.
Oh, excellent.
Because what I learned, because now I live farther away, I've got a lot of twisties and I got a lot of bends and I've got a lot of obstacles to avoid during those twisties and bends, potholes and etc. Right? The throttle control, clutch control, the leaning, the counterbalancing, all of that stuff that you trained me it could have even saved my life at this point because I've ridden so much, and especially on sketchy bikes, right? So
I was going to say that.
It's awesome.
I can't beat up
Like,
your bikes anymore.
one of the things that I take away when I talk about your course is we had a fella come in. He was on a bagger, and he always scraped his bags, he said, when he was doing turns. And you guys effectively taught him how to corner tightly on a big electric glide without scraping. And he was, at the end of it, he was like water, you know, he was flowing with his bike, and it was really great. It was really cool.
Yeah, for the love that everybody has of their pretty shiny parts, I don't know why they want to insist on dragging them around the pavement. I find that strange.
Yeah.
But Randy, Josh would like to know what things riders should be doing and looking at when they're ready to get on their first ride.
Well, obviously you're going to do a visual inspection to ensure that you don't have any fraying on your gear, for example, or on your bike specifically. You're going to check your tire pressures, just make sure you don't have any leakage. And I strongly recommend that you actually get a professional to go over it, such as Classy Chassis, because they offer like a top-notch services.
We'll do a 21-point inspection for you, let you know what needs to be done, what can wait, what should be done, addressed right away as well. Tire pressure, also tire cracks, tire age as well. There's a place you can check tire date as well, because sometimes older tires do get hard. But yeah, as far as, and make sure that your levers and everything are all running free. The other thing, Harley Davidson.
Just run your fingers around some of the bolts, make sure they're tightened up.
Yeah, and the other thing too is our number one reason that a day gets ruined riding is a dead key fob battery. So it's key fob season, we like to call it around here. We get the phone call saying my security won't go off, my bike won't start, and essentially we said, when was the last time you changed your key fob? And the answer there is, well, I haven't. So that's the best thing to do, is just make sure that you have one of those key fob batteries on hand all the time anyway. Basically, especially because if the bike's left plugged in, or even if it isn't left plugged in, it will exchange information back and forth between the battery and the bike at all times. So it's one of those things, especially on Harley, so make sure you change that key fob battery.
And when your tires are cold and the road is cold, what is a technique to help get more grip out of your tire when you start?
Just take it easy. When you get on your bike and you've got cold tires, and still in the morning, even though we're at 24 degrees, it's beautiful outside, your tires are cold, the pavement is cold. So for the first 3 to 4 minutes, don't be trying to lead into those corners. Don't be, taking those deep dives into those corners. Just take it easy and let those tires warm up a little bit. And then once you've got that warm, 5 minutes is usually pretty good as you're going down the road. Then you've got the heat that you need to help give you more traction.
And that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. Yeah.
Yes.
We don't recommend burnouts.
No. Well, if you want to replace your tires.
It just makes a mess. They're fun, they just make a mess. So that's all good though. I guess, and also you guys aren't just involved in Total Control, you're also involved in the granddaddy of all motorcycle events, the Ride for Sight.
Yes. So
Tell us a little bit about that.
Ride for Sight is actually going to be taking place August 12th weekend this year. We're very excited. Instead of doing the old traditional parade that we used to do for Ride for Sight, we've converted it into a poker run.
Oh, nice.
So we've got $1,000 worth of prize pool for the poker run. Anybody wants to come out on that day and enjoy beautiful riding around Kawartha Lakes. Again, you guys know these roads.
Yep.
Bike games, show and shine. We've got a fantastic killer lineup for Friday night and Saturday night on the main stage. Really great bands coming out to support us. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I actually used to have to go all the time. That's where I made my my rule. Don't party with bikers after dark.
Yeah, well, it can be interesting.
There's some interesting stuff right there.
Yeah, in fact, tomorrow morning, Randy and I are on our way up to Kincardine.
Nice.
To support a Ride for Sight bandathon. So a bunch of bands getting together at the Bruce in Kincardine for 9 hours to just help raise awareness and raise funds for the Ride for Sight.
How many years has Ride for Sight been going?
We're actually celebrating our 45th year this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
Something, especially I've been in the business now for 13 years, and just the amount of bike events I've seen come and go, like, hey, we're going to do this one, and we're going to do it the biggest, the baddest, and the best, and to see you guys just keep going along and just just keep going and going and going, and it's kind of everybody says, hey, I want to make something like Ride for Sight, so it's really cool to see.
Yeah, we were even very fortunate under the COVID lockdowns. We were still able to hold our event. We were still able to, the riders still supported us. They still brought in their money. And we were able to hold the event in a very small capacity of just 100 riders for 2020 and 100 riders for 2021. And then we opened our doors up in 2022, and we had a couple more riders show up to party with us. So it was a great time. It was a lot of fun, yeah.
Do we have one of your flyers here on the desk? We should have one.
They should be up here now. This is the community board, guys. Don't forget about that.
I just wanted to show the phone number, so if anybody wants to call.
I think he wants me to follow him. I better. It's almost time to get Char's bike out, eh?
Absolutely. But yeah, we've got flyers here. Total Control Riding. All right, if you want to get a hold of them, there's their phone number. We'll post it in the link below. That's 647-888-885.
1801.
1801, and then sharpridemotorcycletraining.com for more information. But like I said, you can call, and it's Donna who answers the phone too. You're not calling a call center or.
You get me. This is the very phone that will ring if you dial the number.
And that's sort of it. And again, it is definitely taking the course to the next level. I have the first couple years they did it up in the mezzanine, and then they've sort of taken over the band stage on those weekends now. But so it was kind of interesting just to hear some of the things that they go over. Like they do go over tire dates, they do go over tire pressure, they do go over trail braking. I had to ask what the heck they were doing. That was the funniest thing. I'm like, what in the heck are you doing?
Well, it doesn't look like we're doing much
doesn't look like you're doing anything.
Exercise because we're pretty much riding in a straight line.
Yeah.
But Total Control is actually the only program in Ontario, to my knowledge, that really focuses on the mental state of riding. And a lot of people don't make that connection or that association. The mental aspects of riding, specifically fear, concentration, and right attitude, are key to surviving on a motorcycle. And we go into depth in those to make sure that we give you the power and the tools, not only physically, but mentally, to stay safe on the road.
Makes a great gift, too. Like, if you truly care about someone, or if you kind of think that someone has little bit of a, they could skill up a little bit. It's not an insult to grab them a course. This is a great course, super fun. And again, I ride sketchy shit. And it's probably has saved my life, and I love it.
I'll be honest, my favorite memory since we've taught here at Classy Chassis is we had a student sign up. His name was Marty, and he had a big Harley dresser, and we were doing some slow speed maneuvering. And he says, my bike won't do that. And here I am, this tiny little person up against him. And I said, yes, it will. No, it won't. And I told him at the beginning of the course, because he was very skeptical, taking the intermediate level course for slow speed riding. He was very skeptical. But I told him at the very beginning of the course, I said, listen, I'm going to make you a personal deal. Outside of the company, this has nothing to do with anybody else. If you don't learn something today, I will refund your money. By the first hour, he came up, put his arm around me, gave me a kiss on the cheek, and he says I was off the hook because he already learned 3 new things.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah. And the one thing, too, to reiterate, you're doing this course on your bike, right? So they're going to basically teach you how to do things properly because they don't want you to put your bike down either. It's not like the old OPP courses where they're like, hey, you're not falling, you're not trying.
Right.
They're going to basically teach you how to bike, because when they do the OPP courses, they're not using their own bikes. It's funny when you talk to a police officer about their motorcycle. We all have such passion for them, and they come in and they say, utilitarian vehicle, my friend.
Well, and that's the interesting thing, too, from the mental perspective. If you don't have skin in the game, you're not necessarily going to pay attention quite as avidly as if I'm on somebody else's bike. I'll go do a track day. I'm on somebody else's bike. I paid the insurance. Yep. Do I want the bike to go down? Do I want to go down? No. But if it does, am I really worried about it? No. If I go down on my own bike, whole different mental aspect to my process. So you got to have skin in the game to take these courses, and that's really important because that's a part of it. But the biggest thing is, yes, we're teaching you all of these techniques on your bike, but we're teaching you, the rider, not how to ride your bike, how to ride any bike, because the Total Control techniques are transferable from bike to bike to bike. So you start on a little bike, 3 years from now you upgrade to a fully dressed Harley. you're going to have the right techniques to manage the bike. You might just want to come back for a refresher on a little bit of the balance points.
And out in the parking lot, we've seen all different kinds of bikes out there. It's not just Harleys. It's not just sport bikes. It's not like we've seen BMW touring bikes. We've seen I've seen Ducati race bikes. I've seen a little bit of everything. Royal Enfields.
There's Triumphs there
There's
too.
Triumphs there too. There's yeah. Who would ride a Triumph? What the heck? No. But Haley, is there any questions that popped up for anybody there?
No, I think people are just invested in the stories and listening. Yeah.
Stories. Perfect. Well,
Yep.
if there is any questions, we're going to probably wrap this up in the next little while, so type them in quick there. But the other thing, I guess we may as well go over. You guys are going to be at the May barbecue? I can't remember if you are or not.
What's the date?
27th. Well, I put you on the spot for that, huh?
Yeah, you did. I gotta check the calendar, and I'll text
calendar
you
on
back
that.
on that because I feel like the 27th there's something going on.
Yeah.
And I'll have to look into it, make sure we don't
For
cross
sure.
double. But
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, like I said, the first course is May 7th.
Yes, so that's,
And that's
the,
a Sunday.
That is the
That's
skills
the
day
skills
for the
advanced. Yep.
refresher.
So May 14th is the first. So
Yep.
even if you wanted to just come check it out, like obviously they're going to be invested in the people who are taking the course and stuff like that, but they do get breaks. But if you do want to see, sort of have a watch and see, it's fun to see. We closed down the parking lot here in front of the service department, so everybody has to sort of come in through the sales building there. But and
Yes.
did you want to go over the rest of the dates there?
Well, we've got Saturday, May 13th, and then Sunday, May 14th. So the Saturdays are the advanced courses,
Right.
the Sundays are the intermediate. Then we're going to be back here on June 24th and June 25th. And then we're coming back again in August on the 19th and the 20th. So we do the back-to-back ARC, IRC days. And then we've got another extra day thrown in for the month of September. And we'll see you on the 23rd of September to wind out everything and
Perfect.
help people enjoy the last couple of weeks of riding.
Perfect. Awesome. And I did hear from the Two Fat Greeks. They are opening the last week of April or the first week of May. So I'm not too sure what they decided on that, but it's going to be not this weekend. So I know there's been a couple of people pulling in looking for some Greek food, but they'll be coming. And also Female Ride Day. It's filling up, so if you want to get in on that, make sure you call Char today. But it is May 6th. It's a late ride for the females. There's all the information there. Limited space, $30 menu. That covers your food. Just come and have a great time and a great ride. And then the May 27th barbecue, that's the big one. So Legend Suspension will be there. Hog Tunes Audio will be there. Parts Canada will be here. Dr. J's Barbecue, Chuck Wagon Barbecue. It's going to be a good time. So, any questions come through?
Nope.
All right. Well, hi, Stevie, and hi, Leia. Thank you, Don and Randy, for making the trip up here this morning. I appreciate that. And all the best with the season. And I guess we'll see you guys, I guess, the 13th. I won't be here the first day you're here.
No, you're not here on the Sunday.
I might come and say hi, though.
That's
All right.
okay.
See
Thank
you guys.
so much.
Take
Thanks
care.
for having us.
I said that.
Oh,
Hi, Stevie.
oh, did you?
Hi, Leia.
Okay. All right. I was zoned out. Okay, bye.